What's up, guys? Welcome to the Cash Craft, your daily dose of finance and technology news and updates. A 55-year-old man just got convicted of paying someone to murder his estranged husband, a prominent New York City art dealer in Brazil. And the details of how they caught him reveal something darker about how far people will go when a relationship ends. This isn't just another true crime story. Daniel Sikkema's case exposes the intersection of wealth, international law enforcement, and the terrifying reality that hiring a killer has never been more accessible. The murder happened thousands of miles away from New York, in a country known for its complex legal system. Yet somehow, U.S. prosecutors built an airtight case. How they did it matters, because it shows how digital trails and cross-border cooperation are closing loopholes that criminals thought they could exploit. Brent Sikkema was a major figure in New York's art world. The kind of dealer who moved millions in contemporary art and had galleries that shaped cultural conversations. In January 2024, he was in Brazil, a country he loved and visited frequently. That's when someone entered his residence and killed him. The brutality was immediate. The motive, prosecutors would later prove, was personal. Daniel Sikkema, his estranged husband, was living a separate life back in the United States. Their relationship had fractured, but they were still legally married. And here's where the story takes its turn. Prosecutors discovered that Daniel had orchestrated the entire murder from thousands of miles away. He'd hired a hitman. The killing wasn't random violence or a robbery gone wrong. It was purchased. The trial revealed how Daniel connected with the killer, though many details remain sealed. What we know is this: U.S. prosecutors worked with Brazilian authorities to trace communications, financial transactions, and travel records. The digital breadcrumbs that Daniel thought were invisible became the backbone of the case against him. Every encrypted message, every wire transfer, every flight booked under an alias, they built a timeline that was impossible to refute. On Friday, May 23, 2026, a jury convicted Daniel Sikkema of murder for hire. The verdict came after prosecutors demonstrated not just that Brent was killed, but that Daniel paid for it to happen. The evidence was so compelling that the jury didn't hesitate, and the sentence is automatic: life in prison. No parole, no second chances. What's chilling is how calculated this was. Daniel didn't act in a moment of rage. He planned it. He found someone willing to kill for money. He coordinated across international borders, and he believed he'd get away with it because the crime happened in Brazil, far from U.S. jurisdiction. But modern law enforcement doesn't respect those old boundaries anymore. The FBI, Interpol, and Brazilian federal police shared intelligence in real time. The tools that criminals use to hide, encryption, international banking, burner devices, are the same tools investigators have learned to trace. This case also highlights something most people don't realize about murder-for-hire convictions. You don't need to pull the trigger to get a life sentence. The moment you solicit, pay, or coordinate a killing, you're legally as guilty as the person who commits it. Daniel never set foot in Brazil during the murder. He didn't need to. And that's exactly why he's spending the rest of his life in prison. The bigger question here is what this reveals about wealth and access to violence. Hiring a hitman used to require deep underworld connections. Now, the barrier is lower. Dark web marketplaces, cryptocurrency payments, international travel, the infrastructure exists. What stops most people isn't capability, it's conscience. Daniel Sikkema had the resources and apparently lost the moral boundary that keeps most of us from even considering such an act. The question you should be asking yourself is how many other cases like this are happening right now, where estranged partners with money are making decisions that cross from divorce lawyers to hired killers. Law enforcement is getting better at catching them, but the gap between crime and consequence still exists in those crucial early hours and days. Personally, I'm still struck by how Brent Sikkema's life, built on creating beauty and supporting artists, ended because someone he once loved decided it was easier to pay for murder than navigate a separation. That's not just criminal, it's a failure of everything that makes us human. That's all for today, folks. If you found this helpful, make sure to like and subscribe to the Cash Craft for more finance and tech news. Drop a comment below with your thoughts, and I will see you in the next one.